let's move into our sun salutation flow to warm up the body. Press the feet down into the floor. Inhale, reach the arms up high, get long. On a deep exhalation, fold forward from your hip joints. The hamstrings tell you when to stop. Inhale, lengthen the spine, get ready, look up a little. And exhale, push up, chaturanga position. Inhale, roll from the balls of the feet into the tops of the feet, upward dog, get ready. And as we breathe out, send the pelvis all the way back for downward dog. The hands are in line with the shoulders. The feet, they're in line with the hips. But keep the feet parallel even if the knees are bent. Now maintain that smooth tidal breath that we talked about. Stay with the breath. Keep it even. Now bring your gaze forward. On an inhalation, feet come forward, spine gets long. Fold forward from this beautiful place. On an exhalation, on a smooth inhalation, reach upwards towards the sky like it's happening on its own. Hands come back to center, Samastitihi, standing. Inhale, reach up, get long. Second time, fold, breathe out. Now lengthen the spine, inhale, crown reaches away from the sit bones. And exhale, press back from here, chaturanga. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha, up dog, clavicles back. Exhale, glide back to downward dog. Celebrate the length in the back and breathe into it. Now the gaze here is between the shins. A big trick we use in yoga is to gaze through softened eyes to facilitate a very relaxed mind. Now press back a little further, breathe out. And on an inhalation, feet come forward, lift chest up, prepare. And exhale, fold forward, breathe out. Don't rush, feel it. Taking clean air, inhale, reach the arms high. And quietly, hands come back to center. One breath per movement. Inhale, chair, hips down, reach. Exhale, fold, stretch back body. Inhale and feel a long spine. And exhale, come back to chaturanga push-up. Inhale, glide over the toes, upward dog expanding. Exhale, back to downward dog. Right foot forward, inhale, warrior one, reach up. Exhale, push-up position. Breath in, upward dog, open. Exhale, fluidly, downward dog. Left foot steps, deep stride, breathe in now. Hands to floor, step back, breathe out. Inhale, upward dog, get ready. And exhale, press back, downward dog again. Sensuously feel your spine in your body. The tailbone at the bottom of the spine presses far and away from the hands. We have 23 spongy intervertebral discs. As we age, they tend to get compressed. Let them stay open and allow the nucleus of the disc to come back to center. The feeling is of expansiveness and freedom. Now press back again, breathe out, and on an inhalation, feet come forward again between the hands. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, chair pose, reach up, get long. And again, standing pose position. One more. Inhale, hips down, reach up. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, elongate the spine. Exhale, chaturanga, push-up position. Inhale, sweetly, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Right foot steps. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, hands come down to the Great Mother, step back. Inhale, roll over the toes, upward dog, feel it. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. Left foot steps, inhale, breathe in, ground the feet. Exhale, hands down, root the thumbs. Inhale, upward dog, broaden your chest. Exhale, back, downward dog. Breathe in and out. Feel the earth breathing into you as you breathe out. Breathing in, the world just breathes out into you. And press back again, look forward. Inhale, feet land somehow between the hands, lengthen the spine. Then exhale, fold, don't rush this movement. Chair pose, hips down, reach up. And standing pose, Samasthiti. That's it for our sun salutations warm-ups. Padangusthasana. Back body stretching, bring the feet hip width distance apart. Reach up, make peace signs, Woodstock fingers. Keep the length in the body now. Fold forward. Hold the big toes with those peace fingers, palms face each other. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And exhale, fold, knees can be bent. Let the breath unwind your body. The smooth breath allows the nervous system to relax any holding patterns in the legs. Now, if you've ever touched a sea anemone, you've noticed a guarded shriek-back response there. See if you can find the opposite feeling to take place here. With ease and pure joy, everything is okay. Every breath is a total gift. Let's move on to next one, Padahastasana. Straight arms when you're ready, look up. Exhale, hands come under the soles of the feet from the front. Inhale, reach through the crown of the head. And without rounding the spine, exhale, fold forward. Remember, it's better to have a long spine with bent knees than it is to stress out the lower back vertebrae with a rounded spine. The movement here is of the pelvis tipping forward over the femur heads. See if you can find not just length in the muscles, but think about width too. These muscles are becoming less tangled and matted. Feel good about this. If left unattended, as we age, these muscles harden like leather in the sun. Keep them supple and young through this yoga. Inhale, lengthen the spine, look up. Exhale, hands on the hips. Inhale, come all the way up to a vertical position and quietly back to Samasthiti, standing. Now let's bring some more dynamism through this flow. Bend your knees for chair pose, reach up, and exhale when you're ready, fold forward down towards the floor. Bakasana, crane or crow next. Knees come way up high into the bent elbows, come forward onto the toes. Now your hips are higher than your shoulders. Lean forward. The chest comes past the plane of the fingertips, and we're just counterbalancing here the weight of the head with the weight of the hips. And slowly come back to Chaturanga push-up. Inhale, upward dog, lifting, flowing, and the flow continues. Press back, downward dog, breathing out. Can you lift your right leg straight upwards towards the sky? Ekapada Adho Mukha Svanasana pose. Now deep stride when you're ready with that right foot. Step it forward, warrior one position. And exhale, come into warrior two preparation. Belly faces the side. Now the right leg is straight, arms are shoulder height. Start to bend your right knee so the right knee tracks in line with the right second toe. Now sink down evenly. The breastbone stays centered over a neutral pelvis. There's a beautiful opening for that right inner groin. Breathe into that. Now bend all the middle fingers. Extend the thumb and pinky. Shaka Mudra. Become fit here and enlightened, all with the spirit of aloha. Now stay playful. Come into the next pose. Parshva Konasana, side angle. Right elbow comes down to the right inner thigh. The left arm reaches over top of the head, and the left leg, the torso, and the left arm form one long diagonal line. So we're trying not to sag here in gravity. Don't worry how far the right hand comes down towards the floor. Keep the tone on the outer left side of the body. Come on up slowly into Warrior Two. And next one we call Crescent. The right hand, turn it straight upwards towards the sky and slide the left hand down the left thigh. The hips sink down. We're getting some opening into the side waist, the oblique muscles. Now keep strengthening the legs, and the heat you feel in the body equals calories burning. It's an awesome source of green energy. Come on back to Warrior Two, our foundation place. Let's turn this heat into length. Trikonasana triangle. Keep the legs wide, ground the feet, straighten the right leg. Slowly take that left hand behind the back and reach it for the right thigh. Allow the right hand to land just below the right knee. Make sure the right knee is pointing towards the right second toe. Try and keep both shoulders on one vertical plane. Breathe. This is the great opening for the front of the shoulder. Now next variation, feet stay in the same plane. Lift the left arm when you're ready, straight upwards towards the sky. And now reach that left arm over top of the head, palm faces down. Reach through those fingertips as the left hip presses towards the back of the room. Press the inside and outside of the feet evenly. Breathe here. Keep expanding that side waist. And let's move on. Come on back to a Warrior Two. And let's try half moon position, Ardha Chandrasana. For balance and coordination, the right fingertips land 12 inches in front of the right toes. The left leg lifts straight up and press straight out through the heels. Breathe smoothly. Look down or up and keep elongating through the entire skeletal structure. Take one more breath in. And let's turn this whole pose around. Bring the left hand down onto the floor. Keep the left thigh parallel to the floor and reach the right arm straight up so we are twisting. Feel the traction in the body, and as the left heel moves back, we continuously lengthen through the crown of the head. Now this works beautifully for the arches of the feet. Stay strong there. And last balance, fingertips land on the floor. Left leg stays lifted. You can keep the hands under the shoulders if you want, or hold the right ankle. Again, the breath stays long through all of these challenges. Now bring both feet together, lift the chest slightly, and interlace the hands behind you. Exhale into the pose, stretching deeply the chest. Breathe in this one. Lengthen especially the thumbs away from you, since these thumbs connect into the biceps and pectoral chain. Steady and calm breathing. Yoga poses are like a good relationship, challenging but never torture, and they always make us grow. Now slowly from here, come back into chair pose. Sweep the arms up and exhale, fold forward. Good. Breathe out. Inhale, long spine position. Exhale, back to push up. Inhale, upward dog, get ready. And exhale, press back into downward dog. Let's prepare for the same beautiful flow next side. Left leg, lift it. Step the left foot now as deeply as you can into Warrior One. Reach up. Now slowly turn the belly, come into Warrior Two preparation. The left leg starts straight. Good. Knee points towards second toe. Now start to sink the hips when you're ready down, bending the left leg. Again, tracking the knee towards the left second toe, pointing straight forward. See if you can activate the back right foot with some sweetness and some aloha. Bend your middle fingers. Shaka Mudra, your daily little smile. Now keep that festive attitude, and let's move on to our next pose. Parshva Konasana. Left elbow comes down to the left inner knee. Right arm, reach it all the way up over top of the head. Press the right foot into the floor, activate the arches, reach through the fingertips. Breathe smoothly here. To help open up the inner groins, press your left knee out and roll the belly upwards. Please don't rush to bring the fingertips to the floor. Last breath. And come back to Warrior Two, our foundation pose, crescent pose. Turn the left palm upwards towards the ceiling, slide that right hand down the right thigh, being careful of the knee. Keep sinking the hips, reach that left arm straight up, feeling like you're between this imaginary glass we call the frontal plane. Now keep reaching, please, and breathing, and really feel the energy out through the fingertips. And back to Warrior Two. Triangle, Trikonasana. Straighten your left leg, reach the right hand behind the back. Now side tilt the pelvis so the left hand comes down as the right hip comes up. Pelvis faces the wall beside you as much as possible. Left hand's just below the knee. Now roll that right hip back by activating the back right leg. Just a tiny bit more, get into that front deltoid by reaching that right arm more around the body. As the feet press, feel the hip pressing towards that right heel. And next version of triangle pose. Reach the right arm straight up. Feel expansive, reach that right arm straight over the head, palm faces down, so there's lots of freedom here in the side waist. Breathe in this place, stay super active with the feet. Your body is thanking you here. Now come back to Warrior Two position. Balancing cycle, Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Left fingertips land 12 inches in front of the left toes. Start with both knees bent. Now start to press out through all of your endpoints. That means the feet are pressing out, the fingertips are reaching, and the crown of the head is getting long. If you fall, just come back. Let's revolve the whole pose around. Parvrita Ardha Chandrasana. Right hand lands a little bit in front of the foot. Keep that back right leg up, turn from the belly, and reach the left arm up a little bit more. Now feel this inner expansiveness, like someone is pulling the right foot back and like their thumbs are under the armpits, getting lengthened to the spine. Now both hands come down onto the floor, keep the back leg up, and put some effort into this pose. Fold forward. You can take the left hand on the left ankle if you want to. Keep reaching up through that back right heel. Keep reaching. Almost there. Bring both feet together. Interlace the hands and bring the arms straight up over top of the head. This is pure nectar for the chest. Now if you paddle, you'll definitely feel tight in this area, but always remember though, if you wait another 10 years, it does not get any easier. Now take an inhalation, arms glide up, come into chair pose, bend your knees, and gracefully back to Samastitihi, standing. Let's finish the cycle. Inhale, hips down, reach up. Exhale, fold again, Uttanasana. Inhale, prepare the spine. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Now get some good spring for this next one. However you get there is fine. Spring through into seated position. Welcome to the Aloha abdominal section. First one, Das Boot. Bring the feet on the floor, bend your knees, reach the arms up. Now straighten the legs if it's possible, and feel free to just hold the hands under the hamstrings, but no matter what, breath stays very fluid. Good, lower down, core work, bend the knees, press the hands, lift up, and lower down again. Second one, bend your knees for boat, reach the arms up, Stay there or move into full boat pose position. Here we go. And when you're ready, lower down. Lift up your bum, go up, get lots of height, and lower down. Next variations are for the abs and the shoulders. Keep the feet on the floor. Take the left hand behind the back between the shoulder blades, palm faces out. Now reach your right arm up, bend the elbow and clasp the hands behind the back. And if that just is not going to happen today, take the left hand on the right elbow or use a strap. Lift the legs up slowly, lean back, and press straight out through the feet. Come out of the pose, cross the legs, lift up, and lower down again. Next side. Right arm, reach it behind the back between the shoulder blades, left arm up. Now bend the elbows and work towards clasping. Now lean back a little bit more. Now see if you can lift the legs up off the floor, reach through the toes. So this variation was invented one year while I was in India putting sunscreen on my back in a hammock, so stay chill. The ability to put sunscreen on your own back is one of the beautiful side benefits of yoga. Cross the legs, lift up again, go, and lower down. Next one, find boat position again, Navasana, lift up, clasp your hands together and let's start twisting towards the left. Reach your arms left, keep pressing through the heels. Now this helps with our lip smacking ability. Come back to center. Go the opposite way. Hands go a little bit more towards the right and the legs stay very active. Just a little bit more twist. And back to center. Again, draw the heels into the body and lift up. Press the hands into the floor. Try. Lower down. Legs. Bring them together. We're winding down, going into the mellow zone. Seated forward bend, Paschimottanasana. Start with the knees slightly bent. Please don't round the back or you'll make the disc bulge and hurt the spine. Now the hands are either on the floor behind you or on the feet, your choice. Inhale, lengthen the spine fully. We're going slow with this approach. Exhale, start to tilt the pelvis forward. Now you're pressing the front upper pelvis towards the upper thigh bones. Now be patient in whatever place you feel. And as you're breathing, calm, easy breath, know that yoga is like surfing. Sometimes you have to paddle hard to get where you want to go. And sometimes you simply relax and let the sets come to you. That's the attitude here. Just allow shifts to happen. It's nice work. Take an inhalation now and come on up and prepare for next pose, Baddha Konasana, butterfly. Soles of the feet come together, draw the heels in if you want more intensity, or if you want to make it easier, feet move further away from you. Now lift up through the crown of the head and fold forward. Now the most appropriate place for a lot of us to be is with the fingertips on the floor behind us and the spine very vertical. So don't force this one, be patient. Things will happen. Now the freedom yoga provides here is like the difference between surfing in a 6mm wetsuit in the cold water or like surfing in board shorts in the Caribbean. Just so much more mobility in that flesh. Now come up slowly. Next one, Upavishta Konasana, wide leg seated forward bend. Stay active with the feet. Open them outwards towards the side. You can bend your knees if that takes pressure off the back of the leg, hamstrings. Now lift the chest up and slowly come forward. Breathe into this. If you feel tight, don't get down. Guaranteed your body will change gradually. Our major mantra is don't dwell, just gel. Absorb that and enjoy. Now come up and we'll add a twist. Bring your left elbow to the inside of the left knee. Get heavy with that right hip and reach the right hand straight up and on the same angle as the right side waist. Now if you want to hold the foot, you're welcome to, but don't bother. For most people, you'll misalign the spine doing that. Whatever happens, keep turning the belly towards the right even more. Keep twisting upwards and lengthen through the crown of the head to decompress the spine. Come up and let's go the opposite side. The right elbow lands in front of the right knee. The waist stays long. Now again, remember the breath is your best friend. And strike that one off your to-do list. Come on back up. Let's do our finishing postures. Take the legs together. Reach the hands behind you with the fingertips pointing straight back and the thumbs out. Try and come into table pose. It means that you're bringing the heels in, bending the knees and lifting the hips, bringing the thighs and torso as close to parallel to the floor as you possibly can. Find the pubic bone. Lift up in that rude boy thrust action. One leg variations. See if you can take the feet just a little closer together. Lift the right leg straight up now. Press through the sole of the foot. And bring both feet together. Try the opposite side. Left sole of the foot presses straight up. Go. And lower down. Relax. Shoulder stand preparation. Reach the arms back, press the palms. Now lean back, stretching the front deltoids and the pec muscles in the front of the shoulder. Feel the lower rib cage lift up. Now see if you can make the sternum the highest place on the body. This is a great chest and shoulder opener when you get it. This is the opening we need for shoulder stand and release out. Try and find the same opening in the shoulders and the chest upside down in shoulder stand, Sarangasana. Lie down on your back, lift the legs straight up over top of the head. Now if the shoulders are tight, you won't have the range of motion to go into full shoulder extension, so stay in more of a jackknife position. If you can straighten the legs, that's great also. Now keep lots of weight on the elbows and off of the neck. Again, primarily we're opening up the shoulders and really allowing the fluid to exchange. 70% of our body is like salt water, so no wonder we love the ocean. Let these fluids circulate and we'll move on to the next pose, Plow Halasana. The torso stays where it is, the feet come over top of the head. Now you can keep your thighs parallel to the floor or bring the feet down, but don't rush the feet onto the floor for the safety of your spine and neck. Let's move out of the pose, palms press. From the top of the spine down to the bottom, come out, and we're going to finish with a nice gentle twist on our backs. Bend your left leg. Take the right foot up and over the bent left knee, tucking the right toes behind the right calf muscle if you can. Let your knees fall towards the left. Reach your right arm towards the right, staying heavy there. Look right. It's very mellow and passive. Now stay on your back, go in the other direction, backside. Take the left foot up and over the bent right knee. If you can get your toes behind the calf muscle, great. Let your knees go over towards the right. Stay heavy in the left arm as you look over the left shoulder. Let the fascia, the connective tissue, lengthen as well as the muscles. Nice, deep release.